The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah, what's good, Joe? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, it's shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Patscorpio, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Shutterworth da Gawd, aka the GOAT artist, LB Lauderdale Boss, Soul Wars creator, Ring Gang.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house. And we also have another individual, on our podcast tonight. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What up, y'all? It's your boy P, King P, Bodega P, repping Bodega Boxing, an OG in Ring Gang Radio, now coming back like I never left, and I'm ready to get into the bullshit, as always.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what it is. So, yeah, we had a very interesting weekend of boxing, and punctuated by the excellent Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight. But before we get into that particular fight, I want to, touch upon the undercard, and there were some things on it. Before the pay-per-view started, there was a pre-fight. Card on Fox, main evented by Caleb Plant versus Mike Lee. I know LB, me and you, we talked about that particular fight. And, I thought, okay, Lee has a chance to trouble him and, use the, Plant, will probably do Plant things. You were right, LB. He was exactly
right. His ass. It was showcase fight.
Yeah. I would have thought that Mike Lee, considering that he spent his 20-something fight career as a light heavyweight, would at least be able to use his size to actually, bother someone, bother Caleb Plant. But this motherfucker was in there fighting like Sylvester Stallone and Rocky 1. Nigga, it was just like, what the fuck? I was like, is that what you learned in your 21 fights? You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit. I was like, Caleb Plant's just I'll slick this motherfucker until he gets tired. I mean, tired as in of the fight, not tired as in gets winded like he usually does.
Because it's like thought he was playing football. Like he wasn't trying to double jab or jab his way in. He just kept, looking like he was gonna do a tackle or some shit. He just kept trying to get in front of him with his gloves up. Like the fuck, like nigga, this boxing, like that shit ain't gonna work. And Caleb Plant is like, he fights in this aggressively spoiler way. Like, he jumps 3 feet away if you breathe on him. Then he's quick to come in there and hit you with some combos if you out of position when you trying to jump at you. So he got a little tricky style, but with the whole coming down in weight, like I knew Mike Lee just wasn't gonna. Maybe if the fight was at heavyweight or 170, but 170. Nah, showcase.
Yeah, but it wasn't his conditioning. Like he wasn't fighting like he was drained or anything like that. He just fought stupid.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm not surprised at the outcome because honestly, I was never impressed with Mike Lee. I think the most impressed I've been with Mike Lee is the fact that he was able to get a deal with Subway. Like, that's about the only thing impressive about. Like, he has nothing. Like I said, he looks like a guy that like his style like reminds me of like a guy that played football and then thinks, oh, I can box, and he looks terrible. I hate his style, honestly.
But he's the worst football playing dude that we've seen box. Like honestly, like even Seth Mitchell looked like he had more skill. Like
no. You've never seen Mark Gastineau fight. Shout out to the Jets.
Oh yeah, we're not even gonna count him because he was an actual football player that wanted to do boxing in his part time. Mike Lee is like a fucking football player that couldn't make it at football, so he said, "Oh, I'm gonna try my hand into boxing," and it's terrible. like he was moving in head, like what you were saying, LB. Like he was just moving in head first, like not even with his really hands up. Like he was gonna tackle, Caleb Plant. Like he had nothing for him.
Right, like one of the knockdowns, after he got knocked down, he rushed toward him, and Caleb like laced him again and knocked him down. I was like, you kidding me? How you gonna rush at someone with your hands down like that? And I was just like, oh, that's like, yeah, this fight's not gonna go any longer.
And I'm not even like the biggest fan of Caleb Plant's style. Like he has like what LB said, he fights like in a very spoilerish way. Like he's like halfway slick, but there's a lot of stuff that like he does that I'm not really like a fan of. Like sometimes he'll just jump straight out, like we said, do the 3-punch, then jump straight out, and then I don't know. His style can be ugly to me. It can look good sometimes, but sometimes it can just be ugly. But in this case, Mike Lee had absolutely nothing for Plant, and that was evident from the first 30 seconds, first minute in the round one.
The ring walk. He's like, damn.
Yeah, no, it was kind of, I wouldn't say it was disappointing, but it was just like, yeah, Mike, I mean, you're like 32 years old now. Like, you're seeing, like, if you go back to light heavyweight, you know, chances are the second that you actually face a top 10 contender at light heavyweight, you're going to get slaughtered. I was like, you might as well just get out this game right now. Preserve your brain. You have tactic Notre Dame or whatever. Do something else with do something what you like. This boxing game is not for you. Not at all. You know, he just needs to, because else someone else will scramble his brains even worse than what Caleb did.
Use his popularity to own a fitness gym or some shit.
Yep.
I don't know. Do something, bro.
Fucking become a personal trainer. Like, boxing's not for me.
Get into some movies or some shit, man. Like
franchise a Subway.
Yeah.
That boxing game's not for him. He's not. It's not the move for him. You know. So you know, that was kind of disappointing because I was thinking that he would at least make some shot for Caleb Plant, but it wasn't meant to be. And then we actually have the pay-per-view card. Where the opener was Luis Neri versus Juan Carlos Payano. That actually was a pretty decent fight, except Neri kind of was getting outworked by Payano for a good part of the fight. You know, that made me raise an eyebrow. I don't know about you guys.
He was sleepwalking that first half.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on.
Fuck sleepwalking. That motherfucker was zombie walking. Like he was like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. He turned it up, but like I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, but
yeah, I was like, the last time we all saw him, he got flattened and won by a fucking monster, and then all of a sudden he's getting outworked. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, and like Payano, I mean, if Payano had more power, he probably could have really bothered him. You know, but you know, like I said, like Pizza said, Neri, he woke up, and apparently, it was a body shot. I think that ended the fight. If I'm correct?
Yeah.
It was sudden too. It was just like, oh shit, like
exactly. Yeah, I know. I mean, he could say all that trouble, but I mean, it was a good fight though. I mean, I wasn't mad at it.
Payano, he earned that $25,000 they was paying his ass. That's a paltry amount for the type of fight and heart he displayed in that bout. Like, they could have gave him 100 racks. I mean, damn, even 50, like 25.
Payano always comes to fight though, so can't be mad. He's one of those guys. I think he always deserves every penny he gets from a fight because he comes to fight. He brings it all the time. So
damn, put that type of money around in just 25.
I mean, don't they usually get like TV money in this particular case, and then the dollar and Mexico goes a long way? I mean,
like, if you're on the televised part of a pay-per-view card, nobody should be making less than $50,000.
Absolutely.
No, think about it, because look, okay, after he paid trainers and sparring, that 25 rags turned into damn, like, what? 15 if he lucky. maybe 10.
I mean, like I said, maybe. Well, he's actually not Mexican. Payano is Dominican. But I say Mexico. You know, like I said, I mean, he may get TV money behind the scene. You never know, because a lot of the amounts that get reported, there's always more.
Yeah, got their little back alley money, or not back alley, but back end money.
Right.
Damn, hold on, he tapped out the damn gym. Like, nah, but I'm just saying, like, it just I hope so, because I'm not saying he took a hellacious beating, but this is an effort, and I just look at it like when they announced the person, like, damn, 25,000, like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, and
yeah, it's for her business.
But at least he made it competitive for a good amount of the fight, which is all I ask.
Definitely. He could definitely be TV again, like, no doubt, like he put on a.
Yeah, but as for Neri, though, I mean, Drew, I don't know what his issue is. I mean, because basically, I know he had trouble making the weight, and he's had trouble making weight. He's notorious for this, and he barely made this 118 weight. I mean, he should probably move up.
He's also a fucking drug cheat, but that's another story.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's a major that too.
I'm hoping he stays at 118 long enough to catch the monster fade. Like, that's really what I'm just hoping for. Like, I'm really hoping Monster beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone is waiting for. If the fight comes to pass, that is, of course, if Monster gets past Donaire.
He can't be in Japan though unless they make a special exception. Like, all right, since it's gonna be Monster, we'll let you come back to Japan and get that fade.
Yeah. But I mean, Neri's still a very dangerous guy. I mean, he still punches hard as fuck. So I mean, he still remains a player in the 118 division until for the time being. That is, of course, until he starts blowing weight again, or he starts taking stuff to make weight again.
The drug didn't kick in until like the 5th round. You got to activate the drug by landing about 70 punches on his ass, and he wakes up and he
Oh man. And then in the next fight, basically we were supposed to get Sergey Lipinets versus John Molina Jr. or Sugar John, as he's called in some circles. But unfortunately, John Molina, probably within days of the fight, bowed out with a back injury. Why? He had a back injury. What the fuck he was doing? Because you're supposed to calm all that shit down, the workouts and everything, probably a week or a week and a half before the fight.
And chill with the fucking CrossFit.
Yeah. So whatever the fuck he was doing, he just cost himself a pay-per-view payday. So basically, what happened? So Sergey Lipinets basically got the equivalent of a night off against J.R. Ensign, someone that Manny Pacquiao promotes. And it went the way that everyone said it was going. Everyone thought it was gonna. Lipinets had an easy time, and he knocked him the fuck out. Pretty much.
It looked like the fight could have went on though. Like the refs just ain't want to let it go. Like I know that was the fight Nady was reffing, right?
Yeah.
See, this is the thing I don't get. The dude gets up. He looked coherent and everything. Like, he wasn't wobbly, wasn't shaky. I think he was smiling. Like, it's still early in the fight. Like, damn. Like, so it's not like he got beat up a whole bunch. So why not let him get another chance? But with fucking Cota and Charlo, the guy is damn swinging all over around. It's like niggas are just waiting to put in the input for the fatality on his ass. Hands all over the ropes. This nigga gets both hands together and fucking swings them forward and basically marches them out to get executed. And it's like, you let that nigga continue, but this dude who jumps up and Aaron, ready to go in front of millions of people, and you just say no. And you stop it. So I don't know, man. Just be fucking consistent with this shit. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, I mean, I guess it's gonna be overlooked because it wasn't against John Molina. It was another guy, you know, none of us knew about, whatever.
Right.
One of Pacquiao's little niggas, his little foot soldiers.
Right.
But I still gotta just call it out for what it was. Like that, you know, that was just a bad stoppage to me. But you know, it was a dope knockdown, good punch. But that knockout, Nady, I don't know what's good with that one.
Well, I mean, it's Nady's bag. I mean, he's calling off a lot of fights early.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Isn't that kind of like Nady's MO, calling off fights early? Because
it just seems like fuckery to me. Like he just do some stupid shit sometimes. Like he's seasoned. Because certain times I wish he would be the referee for certain fights, because he don't let too much fuckery and bullshit go on. But it's like he's almost like Richard Steele in a sense. Like, you know, something might go wrong with his ass being there.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just like, that's how he is to me. Like, was Richard Steele a bad ref? No, he had some fuck ups, but he was solid. You know what I mean?
He just happened to fuck up at all the wrong times.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like he missed all the important shots for the most important games.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. That's all I really got to say on that shit.
Word. And then we had the co-main event with Dennis Ugas versus Omar Figueroa Jr. Now this fight, I was hoping that it would be a fight that the styles would mesh and then they would go to war. And it would not turn out to be a stinky affair. You know, unfortunately, I was wrong in that aspect. I mean, outside of the first round was kind of dope, but the rest of the fight was just some struggle. Like goodness, you know, I was just like, you know, Ugas had a dope one. He actually put Omar down. Well, yeah, the ropes. I mean, he got the technical, you know, the standing 8 because he went into the ropes hard. But then after that,
yeah, though, like you gotta admit, like the way he fell, like put him into the ropes, like that was some movie type shit.
Yep. I fucks with Ugas. I was enjoying the ass whooping because let's be honest, Figueroa got his ass whooped. Like I'm not gonna get mad at that. And I always like Ugas. Ugas is underrated in the welterweight division, and I wish he kind of it was ugly. Because with the fucking holding and that was probably the only part that just got me annoyed. The constant holding and then getting a point taken away and shit like that. Like
and then he was smothering his work, which was still pissing. I was like, Omar was different. Taking like put a real. I mean, that's the thing though. He was beating on him, but he didn't look good on beating up Omar. That's wild.
How you fucking fumble damn near a showcase fight for you where you supposed to set the division on fire. See, he was supposed to have a performance that was so good that win or lose, the guy in the main event, he could be looked at as a possible opponent for him or somebody in the top guys, and I feel like he kind of fucked it up in a way.
Yeah. And it was a struggle, you know, and you know, but for at least for Omar Figueroa, I mean, it was a time, you know, like them years, the drinking, the candy eating, you know, the DWIs or whatever, and him blowing weight. I mean, he finally lost to 0. Looking fat and shit. I'm just like, yeah, well, I can't feel sorry for you. I mean, you wasted your prime doing God knows what, and you came in there and all you displayed that you effectively take some punishment. That's it.
The Arakawa fight was the pinnacle of his career. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think he ever really recovered from that fight because it was so brutal. I mean, especially his hands. I think he fucked up both his hands. But yeah, I don't think he ever really recovered from that fight in the way, because I think it was too much too early.
And then he had tough fights after that.
Yeah, and he barely they
get tough fights after that. Like that's what kill it. Like you can't just keep making tough fights out of tough fights.
I mean, this motherfucker arguably lost to Ricky Burns.
I thought he did lose to Ricky Burns.
So did I. Yeah, you know.
Damn, fuck y'all nigga. I know Pat Ben felt that way. I'll be honest. I thought he beat Ricky Burns, but the fight was too competitive for my liking. Like, this is the Ricky Burns that Crawford, Beltran, so many niggas put hands on, and it's like you up here going life and death. Like, I thought he only won by like a round or two. Like, the fight was that close.
Right.
Like, come the fuck on, my nigga. And this is the thing. This is why Ugas is so fucking underrated, because he can't get out of his own way.
Yeah.
Whenever he has a good look, he never takes advantage of it. Never. Like the Porter fight, he was getting lulled by Porter's just jerking around and doing his little football running routines around the ring, and he would just look at Porter. Okay, but we know Porter's dangerous though, so but still, a close enough fight. If he'd have put his foot on the gas, he probably could have swung that in his favor. Enough people had him winning, but then there were still people who thought Porter won, so he didn't make a strong enough case. So okay, cool, that's Porter top level. You get Figueroa, okay, you whoop Figueroa, but instead of teeing off on him, beating his ass down, knocking him down multiple times, and stopping him like you should have, you get a point deducted in a one-sided fucking fight, pretty much nerfing your damn, nullifying the knockdown that you did get, which was the one bright moment you had. Mm-hmm. You clinching and holding. It's like, yo, bro, all you had to do was take one short half step back, fucking dip your goddamn right knee and fucking throw the uppercut. That shit was there all fucking night. It's like, dude, like, how you not? It's like he was doing simple shit that was just bugging the fuck out of me. Like, nigga, step back. Like, why you falling in toward this dude who's a smaller man? Like, you gonna wrestle someone that you got an advantage over for no reason? Like, I don't know. His boxing IQ is just like frustratingly average, or I don't know, man. Just because I really feel like he could have really put on a way better performance. And I know I could be. I know I may not have those Pat standards, but damn, like
Pat standards. Well, I mean, it's all the same. I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought you should have gone red. Omar didn't offer anything, and I thought Uber should at least give him such a beat. It's like, well, damn, Omar got his ass whooped, but it wasn't meant to be, and it dragged. It was I was like, oh my god. Yeah. I'm in a theater, it's getting nice. I'm just like, this is dragging. I need to get through this, But he damn near almost killed the buzz, like, because remember, boxing was so good that day, that whole weekend. It's like you didn't have a hiccup yet. Like, you didn't have a fight where you're like, but leave it to you guys to give us that. These niggas moment. but to his credit, I've seen worse fights than that. So he didn't completely kill it, because he was still landing some good ass whooping type punches sporadically, throughout the fight. So it kept you just saying, like, maybe on some, damn, if you just put 5 punches together real good, he might force a stoppage. Like, so you're kind of just waiting for it to happen, but it never happened. So time goes by and boom, it's over. Like, that's what it was.
Yeah, I can tell you, I mean, Ugas has, and I fucked with Ugas, but he's had some real clunkers in the past. Like, when his fight against, when he was on the undercard for Garcia and Porter, I was at the Barclays that day, and that shit was like, I fucking went and got popcorn, took a piss break, because I couldn't have that fight was a snooze fest. So compared to that fight, this fight was pretty good with Figueroa, all things considered. I just wish he could have just done more to just finish it, but he didn't finish. But I enjoyed it overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was better than his last fight. You're absolutely right. Like I remember that. Damn, like, you made me just bring up a bad memory. Like, nigga, like, you know how you watch so much boxing, it's like you can't remember every fight, so some fights just get deleted in your memory bank.
Yeah,
that was one of those fights that I got deleted.
Yeah, I only remember it because of how, like, listen, I swear to God, I have never walked out, like, on a boxing, like, on a fight to take a break or something like that. Like, I don't like to do that, piss breaks in boxing, but that was like a piss break. I was there. I was so mad. I walked up, went to take a piss, went to get popcorn, went to get, like, I did everything that, like, you fucking do in an intermission in that fight. That's how bad that fight was.
Nigga probably had 2 conversations. Nigga played spades. He came back.
Yeah, it was some more horse shit right there. It was unacceptable. You know, it was the lowest spot of the pay-per-view. So I mean,
nigga roll dice.
And I just hope Ugas gets it together in his next fight because it's an eliminator, so he's gonna face whoever's the WBC champion.
Yep. So he gets next against whoever wins Spence, and he's been calling out Spence for a bit. So that would actually be a fun fight, all things considered.
You know what? That probably would, because he would have to fight for his life then.
Yeah. Pretty much.
There's some niggas who they not gonna fight unless you really beating their ass. Cause if you notice, all the fights where niggas was really putting fades on him, those were good fights.
I guess in that sense, Ugas kind of has that Cuban mentality of, okay, if you're just gonna box with him, like, you gotta really, if you put the pressure on him and, like, force the issue, he'll make something out of it. Now he's got to do something. But otherwise, you just stand back and just try to box with him. Yeah.
Because see, Porter tried to box with him, but Porter wasn't fighting like a threat. Like,
nah,
he wasn't consistent like that. And then you guys was like mirroring him on the same shit almost. Like, he would look imposing, and then he would calm down and like, okay, let me look at Porter. Let me see if I can still download this nigga. Let me see. And it started buffering, and everybody else at home is like, what the fuck these niggas doing?
Well, to be fair, I think he probably went in expecting one thing from Porter, because, you know, we get the usual full Porter fight, you know, the usual Sean Porter fight, and he got something completely different. So I probably would have been like, what the fuck? Like, would not have expected.
But it was still shades of the Porter that we saw in the Danny Garcia fight.
True.
Doing the same shit. It just, he hesitated more against you guys. With Danny Garcia, he was more assertive. So he kind of won that fight a little cleaner. And then, Danny, Danny be waiting on niggas and shit.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, styles make fights, but still, like, you guys, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking some niggas, they get by just being Cuban. Like, real talk, bro. They get that little Cuban tag on them, and it's like niggas think the world of it. It's like niggas already get like +4 on the skill meter and shit. Like, I just don't see it with this nigga. Like, I just don't. Like, he got all the attributes. He got all the everything you want, but maybe if maybe he need to fight another elite guy to really see it all. And Porter was just a bad style matchup, but I think we'll get a better fight if he was to fight like a Spence or a Danny Garcia. So maybe even a Thurman. But yeah, like, done talking about this nigga, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just look for a better performance and a win.